Well. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Quality and I am back with another episode of Octopath. It's just a little funny because on the map there's like literally a section that I haven't walked through, even though I would have had to walk from either side of that thing to get to where I am. But whatever. Oh, it seems... oh, we're out here. I don't have a particular goal in mind for this episode because there's no way I can finish all the stories and like catch up in this one episode. It takes one whole episode to do one whole chapter. Hoping to atone for his past misdeeds, Velnor turns against Titus. He seeks aid from the Order of the Sacred Flame, but Titus's power is far greater than he anticipated. Velnort's noble efforts end in tragedy. His beloved Dinyu is pushed off a cliff before his very eyes. With Velnort in the depths of despair, Titus marches on with his scheme. For a second there, I thought this was the same song as... I think it's like Voice of Cards or something like that? I don't know, it's by the same director as Nier Automata. 18 years ago, when everyone was... Hey, is it... oh, never mind. Lord Titus, shining light of the Knights Ardent. He who united our armies and drove the barbarians of the south from our lands. Lord Titus, the hero! Thanks to you, Austera will know peace at long last. With all due respect, your holiness. I cross swords with the Southerners. I know what they are capable of. See the marks of their weapons engraved into my armor? They threaten us more than any fiend. We must eliminate them at once. We have the upper hand now. We could... Our army is exhausted, as are our people. Now is the time for rest. But your holiness... Titus, I would ask you rule Emberglow. As a guardian of the sacred flame, protect the gateway to Flame's grace. King of Edoras. So it is him. Okay. Rest assured, Lord Titus, the west will be held by Edoras. King of Hornburg. The kingdom of Hornburg too will stand against the barbarians. Who's the barbarians? Osteria is all but united as one. Even if our foe were foolish enough to attack again, we have nothing to fear. Then let it be so, if that is the path the flame shows unto us. Isn't there one... there's one person missing from this council, isn't there? Is he the southern person? King? Barbarians? I don't know. Oh, this is Jurgen's mom. I was like, who is this lady in the background? She is an example. You know, freshly fallen snow is actually pretty soft.
もう一度機会が欲しいか。
もちろんです。二度と失望させません。
では貴様の代わりに廃棄しよう。
See, I told you, she's an example.
殺せ。こいつの目の前で。
やめろ。
Hey, buddy, open the door.
Hi.
You actually opened the door, wow. Oh, you won't let us in. Oh, it's you. You came to see how I was faring? You're too kind. I'm doing fine. Why, even a blizzard is no match for my burning passion. For at long last, I know what must be done. My apologies, but I must return to my work. I know what his plan is, but I don't... Okay. Help! Someone help! Bruh. You literally ran past me, but okay. A hunter living in these here mountains. Found me a young lady fallen from the snowy peaks. But she's caught herself an awful cold, you see. To cure her, I'll be needing the liver of a snow yak. You look like a strongin'. Think he could help me?
Oi.
Okay, let's go. I thought it was the old man. They dropped me off in front of this old man. I was like, okay, let's go, old man. It's like, wait, that's not you. You're not the hunter. Walk there for me. I literally exhausted all the things I had to say in the last episode, which was like only like 30 minutes. It's like my whole entire week has just been condensed into 30 minutes. So this is why I can't record multiple episodes a day, because I literally run out of things to talk about after the first episode, because I like just speed talk through everything I want to talk about. And then I have nothing left for the rest of the episodes. But anyway, continuing on my whole like summoning rant, because I'm like farming for jewels in literally every game I got. I was like, why do I follow voice actors around? And I'm like, I thought about it for a little bit. I was like, I literally don't. I don't care. Except for like 2 voice actors now. Only one. There's no fire here anymore. Sad. I don't remember their names. You think I would remember their names. I remember their names, so I don't remember how to pronounce them. I recognize their names, but I don't like so many of them. There are so many of them now, and I'm like, I was like, I don't recognize all their names anymore, but I recognize their voice and their characters, and their like, if their name is written out in English, not in Japanese, because I don't know the kanji for their names. What do you mean the rest are all mine? You can't fight a herd of snow yak and only take one on and leave the rest for me? Now I've like narrowed down my list of like, I used to follow like so many voice actors, and now I'm like, nah, I only follow 2 of you now. And by follow 2 of you, I mean I will only like try extra hard to get 2 of your characters. One being He's not in any of these games,
次
huh?
回の公演をお楽しみ
Well, I
に
guess he's Cyrus in this game, but they haven't released Cyrus yet. It's like his last name? Is it his last name or his first name? It's like Umehara Yoi. Starts with a Y. Ichiro? I feel like I just made a name. I just pulled a name out of nowhere. He does Goblin Slayer, if you guys seen that. Or, you know, if you guys watch Twisted on my channel, or anyone else's channel, or if you play Twisted, he does Leona. I don't know why I like him. Literally, the first time I encountered him was like, oh, this game. I hate this game. What was it?
とっとと終わらせるよ
Period Q? It's an ultimate game. I absolutely hate it. It's the, I just think the heroine is so bad that she's so dumb. I flippin' hate her. She's like, oh, this game. I would not recommend you play this game. This game has destroyed so many things for me. This game. Okay, so I found another topic to talk about that's not at all related to Octopath. She's like the main character. The heroine is literally the dumbest person I've ever encountered in my whole entire life. And I've encountered some dumb people, let me tell you. Side story. There's this one time where I was working at the pharmacy and some lady called in and like I think she wanted like to get like her medications filled or something. I don't know. I don't remember. And I was like, okay, can I get your name? And she got mad at me. She's like, why do you want my name? Like, shouldn't you know who I am already? I'm like, lady, I don't have caller ID. Like, why are you so like angry? I like literally I don't know who you are. I literally just picked up the phone. And I was like, okay, well, if you don't want to give me your name, then I don't know who to give the medication to. Like, why are you bitching at me for asking your name? Like, this is like basic. So I've met some dull crayons in my life. So this character is like, she beats them all. She like literally cannot walk across the street by herself, and it's like, okay, I get there's like she got hit as a kid. She was in a car accident as a kid when she was like crossing the street as a kid, and now she has like drama about it. But it's like, I understand you have trauma, but like, you need to cross the street for your daily life. Maybe the accident happened like 10 years ago. Like, not to be insensitive and mean, but like, get over it. Like, she literally cannot cross the street. She gets halfway like through crossing the street by herself, and she just can't do it. So she just squats down in the middle of the street. And it's like, this isn't like a busy street or anything. It's like, you know, well, I don't know. From what I've seen in like Japanese games and stuff, it's like a little like residential street. So it's not like a busy street or anything. So it's like, okay, you could kinda just chill in the middle of the road, but maybe don't be an asshole about it. She just squats down in the middle of the street, and like there's a car coming, and it's like, oh, could you maybe get out of the street? Maybe don't die? Do you have no self-preservation whatsoever? If you're not going to commit to walking across the street, don't walk across the street. She has to wait until some other guy who you happen to, like, you know, it's one of the romance interests, paths, whatever, like, comes by to be like, what are you doing in the middle of the street? Like, get out of the street, there's a car coming. It's like, every single time she's a damsel in distress that needs to be saved. And it's like, you literally need to walk across the street in your daily life. You seem fine with it. If there's a guy around to protect you. This is stupid. This is not how like characters should be written. And then she's like, yeah, I'm 16 and I like basically lives in like modern day, but I don't know how to use a cell phone. It's like she would rather like write down people's phone numbers like on a like notepad. I'm like, okay, but you still have to like go home and like use an actual like wired phone. A cell phone is literally the same thing. You just open up the thing that looks like a phone and then you punch in numbers just like you do on a wired phone. Like, do you not understand how phones work? Like, I hate this girl. She's so dumb. I've never seen someone as dumb as her. And then she has this thing where she's constantly like, they're like in a game world. And she's like level 1, but she's like the chosen one. So they literally have to bring her to like final dungeon area to like get out. And like, she's level 1, and at first she's like, oh, you know, I don't know how to play this game, and I'm level 1, and I'm bringing all of you down. I'm like, okay, at least you're like conscious of the fact that you're useless. That's fine. That's step 1. You realize you're useless, now do something about it. She never does anything about it. She's like, oh, I'm so weak. Carry me. And it's like, you were literally complaining that you were weak and that you didn't want to be carried. And now you're like, carry me. It's like, okay. And then this game literally destroyed my perception of the voice actor, and I hate this game for it. Like, this game, I forget what his name is. This one, I legit don't remember what his name is. He's like really famous. He's like literally in everything. Going back to Genshin, he's Kaya if you play the Japanese version. I can't remember what his name is. I feel like I wouldn't recognize his name even though I saw it. But he's like literally in everything. He's been in like literally every anime game that I've ever come across, and I'm just like, bro, why? After this game, every time I hear his voice, I just get real irritated because it brings me back to the stupid mascot of the character. I won't spoil it if you guys play it, but this character that he voices is so irritating. It's fucking Poyo Poyo. I hate him. I think that's his name. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but I don't know. I know it starts with a P, but I can't remember exactly how it is, so I'm gonna call him Poyo Poyo. Like, oh my god. Like, going through this game was such a chore. My favorite character. Oh, the other voice actor I happen to follow is in this game. I forgot that he was in this game. Where are we going? I don't know. I have a big old marker. I've just been ranting. He plays Ladius in this game, and Ladius starts off hating this girl. I'm like, good, hate her. She's so useless. Don't get like involved with her in any way whatsoever. Oh, we heard a roar. What's the meaning of this? It's a dead wolfie. Who murdered this poor wolfie? They lead straight to your house, but we ran from your house, so how did you miss him? Oh no! Stop bullying Rinyu! Bully!
やめてください。どうし
やっと見つけたぞ。
どなたです？私を知っている方ですか？
お前のせいだ。
What do you mean it's all her fault? She's innocent.
お前が生きていたから。
Why does she have to die for your happiness?
泣いているんですか？
How does she dodge?
私の家族は命乞いすら許されなかった。これは復讐だ。お前を殺して私は死ぬ。
But anyway, he starts off hating this girl. And I'm like, good. Like, that's how you should stay. Like, I hated her so much. I've never hated a character this much before. Where I'm like, I feel bad for all of the, like, romance interests. Like, I don't want to, like, do your story. Because oh my god, all my characters are dying. I've been talking to... There was no fire again, oh my god. Where I'm just like, I don't want you to have anything to do with her. Like, you interacting with her would be more pain and suffering than you ever deserve. But also, I want to finish this game because I spent money on this game. This game literally broke my soul. I did not want to play it. It took me, I think, like a good month to finish this game, and I was just... I felt no satisfaction from finishing this game. Like, whoops. Like, I was just dead inside every time I thought about having to play this game. But anyway, the voice actor plays like the bad guy, I guess. I don't remember what his name is. It's like Dementor or something. Like his like game. He's like a nobody that you meet in like the most random place. But that's the first time I ran into his voice actor, and I didn't know it. And I was like, and then I got into Goblin Slayer because I saw Priestess on the cover of the very first light novel of Goblin Slayer, and I was like, this girl is pretty, I want to read this. So I read it. I'm so glad I picked up the light novel instead of the manga. If I picked up the manga, I would not be reading it now. Because I do not want to see those things. If I read the light novel, I can at least pretend it away. I don't have to picture it in my mind. I just picture everything else. And just scrub that bit away from, you know, the description, which... It's kind of the world building, but I don't want to see it. I acknowledge it, but I don't see it. Liu is so nice. And then he voices Goblin Slayer, so I'm like, Goblin Slayer is like... He's adorable and cute, but at the same time, like, super, like... What's the word I want? Trustworthy, but not trustworthy. Reliable. There you go. I'm like, good. That's what I want. I just want a reliable character that's like, he knows what he needs to do and he's gonna get the job done. That's what Goblin Slayer is. If you hear grumbling, that's my stomach because I haven't eaten breakfast and it's like 10. But like, ever since then, I was like, okay, he's a cool voice actor. If he's in an anime, I'm gonna watch the first episode, and then I'll decide whether I want to continue watching or not. But I feel like he's gotten typecasted, and he plays all these like static, like cool character kind of things, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that sucks for me, because now every time I run across you, I'm gonna be like, oh man, this character is cool, because you've been typecasted to play the cool characters. And I'm like, oh man, every time I run across these two voice actors, I need to like get all the characters. Or like if they're in a game, then I'm like, I want your character. I'm like super biased towards their characters. This hunter is real nice. I mean, I'm already in this. I started this story. I might as well finish this story. This is... we have to fight Titus at the end, right? This is chapter 3, right? I've been so busy complaining about this game that has nothing to do with Octopath. This is a game I played like 5 years ago, and I still remember how much I hated it. Like, back then, I used to play a lot of Ultimate games. Kind of sad that not a lot of them are translated, like the amount that is translated versus the amount that is released every year in Japan. Small ass fraction. But I also don't want to buy Ultimate games anymore. One, because I don't have time to play them anymore because my backlog is so long, and like Ultimate games are like basically visual novels. They take forever to read. But also because Axis, the first couple that they translated were okay. Like, they weren't too many typos, I guess. But like, the worst one that I ran into was Color Malice, where like literally like lines would just keep going, and then it would like the text box would end right here, but the text would just keep going to like the end of your screen, so you don't even see the end of the sentence because it doesn't wrap around. Cause they're like, I don't know what they did. They fucked up the text box. Or like they would like put the wrong name in the wrong like for like the character, so it would be like, or like the wrong name in the sentence, so it's like confusing because I'm like, who are you talking to, or like who are you talking about? Is this a typo, or are you actually talking about this person? So it like confused me. So like ever since Color Malice was released on the Vita, not on the Switch, on the Vita, I was kind of like, I don't trust their translations anymore. So I don't want to play. But also I don't want to like continue studying Japanese, so I can play by myself. At this point I think I should just study Japanese and then translate it myself. But that brings us back to point 1, where I don't have time to do those things anymore. Sad. If I did, I would. Oh, I lied. It is not 10. It is 11. That being the case, I'm going to cut the episode here before my stomach starts making more noise. And I will continue this in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.